What's going on, humble family? How are you guys, man? I pray you all are well, blessed, and safe, taking care of yourselves, spreading and putting love and positivity in the air. I first want to start this video off with saying I apologize for how this video looks. I just found out I must have just happened to I got a crack in my camera, right straight in the middle, and then my other camera died. So this is a long story to that. But look, check this out. I know it's been a while. Y'all know how I get, especially when life want to take a hold on me. You know what I'm saying? I disappear. That's what I do. And I apologize for that because this is my journey, and I want to keep it documented. So I want to be showing y'all the ins and outs, the good and the bad with it. But sometimes you just like really, I ain't even making no excuses for real, because at the end of the day, my energy just wasn't there to make a video. I just felt like what I had it or what I wanted to talk about wasn't going to be facts because I wasn't living it at the time. At the time, it was real rough for me. I was falling into my flesh and other things of that nature. So I didn't want to come on here and make a video and I'm doing the stuff that I'm talking about, stop doing. You know what I'm saying? So that's what that was about. But I don't know what I really want to label this video or talk about, but I just wanted to cut it on because I feel like I'm at a breaking point right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as with the smoking weed, and then lately I've been falling into my flesh, going back to the videos, just going back into my old ways, man. And as much as I keep saying, like, I gotta stop, I gotta chill, I gotta do this and do that, man, it always seems to take a hold on me. You know what I'm saying? And my strength don't be there. You know what I'm saying? And I give in, and it's getting to the point where it's like I'm giving in to the point where it's like it's not even a fight no more. It's like soon when the thought come across my head, you know what I'm saying? That and this and that. And then with the smoking, it was at one point when I let the plane go past. Yeah, like I was saying, yeah. So I don't know what was I saying. Oh yeah, but yeah, with the smoking, I felt like I was slowing down, and then now it's just to the point where I'm just smoking. I don't want to say religiously, but I'm just smoking like continuously. Like I'm not even trying to stop anymore. And I just felt like how I was back 3 years ago before I even started the semen retention journey, before I even started the journey of wanting to change my life, wanting to become a better person for myself. I was sending every day, you know what I'm saying? And I was, pleasuring myself every day. I was smoking every day, but I wasn't feeling no consequences to it because I didn't have no knowledge of, especially the knowledge that I have now. But now that I have this knowledge and I'm willfully giving into these things like smoking and the videos and stuff like that, it hurts. It's tough, man. It's tough. And I'm gonna let y'all know something, man. I'm gonna let y'all know why the relapse, to my fellas. It's a lot of playing. I'm near an airport, so it's gonna be like that. I'm gonna let y'all know now, man. This video gonna be all over the place. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I don't know how I'm gonna edit it. But the main point is I just want to get on here and talk to y'all. So look, to my fellas out here, I'm gonna tell y'all why the relapse isn't working, okay? If as men out here watching my videos and other content creators, you should be on your semen retention journey, right? So that's holding in our seed, especially with no fat. To my fellas out here who's not particularly practicing semen retention, but maybe no fat. You know what I'm saying? No fap is the number one thing that we should be doing. Yes, we should be practicing semen retention as far as not having sexual intercourses with, Jezebel spirits, females, just because they got ass and tits and everything like that. We should be utilizing sex as what it is, art, right? But I'm particularly talking about no fat right now. You know what I'm saying? When you on your retention journey, no fat, it's important not to edge or relapse from it. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because once you do it, you'll do it again, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's not always like that, but once you do it, your thought process becomes a little bit more weaker. You know what I'm saying? Because you already released, right? So your thought process becomes a little bit weaker because you just relapse. So you're like, I could do it again. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's like the next day or the 2 days after. It's like, I just did it. You know what I'm saying? And then it starts to become like a train. It just becomes after, and after, right? To the point where you're like, damn, I went like 3 weeks, you know what I'm saying? And these things are happening. And now that you fell back into that hole, like myself, you fell back into that dark hole of watching porn and pleasuring yourself. You know what I'm saying? And then these things just start to happen to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just noticed like little attacks just throughout this journey, because this ain't the same time, but I'm just saying, like, today for speaking, I just seen like little things just happening, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was recording some content earlier. I just record like little clips of me doing exercises and stuff like that. And when I was doing it, I guess, you know what I'm saying, I just peeled off after I did my workout. I forgot I was recording. And it probably been about like 3-4 hours, right? I went home, did everything. I'm at work, so I went home, ate everything, right? Came back here probably like 2-3 hours later and then I didn't even park where I was at. But long story short though, I came back over here and I saw my camera sitting there, and I'm like, wow. You know what I'm saying? The only reason I came back over this way is because I wanted to record a video. You know what I'm saying? But when I came back over here and saw my camera there, I was like, wow. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just left my whole camera here. So I would have been mad if I lost that joint. It was just little stuff. I stepped in some geese poop. I was so mad because I ain't even noticed. And then I got in my car. My car is light interior, so I crap all over my rug, and I was like, dang. You know what I'm saying? And then I got phobia of bees. I hate bees. You know what I'm saying? So I moved over to another spot, came over, and sure, and I started the video, I see like a couple bees just flying all around me. But it's little things, man. But it's like you see these attacks, hit you, and like I said, that was little attacks, but bigger attacks has happened too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like now, by me constantly giving in to my flesh and satisfying my flesh with marijuana and videos and sexual lust and everything, I also feel like it's affecting my work performance too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had got some bad news. Sometimes, not really bad news, but it's some things you just don't want to hear about your job and everything like that. And, I just remember at a point in time where, like, when I was on my semen retention journey heavy and I wasn't doing none of that, I wasn't engaging in none of that. You know what I'm saying? I was working here. 6 months later, got a promotion. Everything was just rising up. But now when I look at it and I'm falling into my flesh and I'm doing these certain things and I'm starting to see things start to come down, you know what I'm saying? Work performance, it's even been a couple of times I was like, man, I don't feel like coming here. And I never felt like that with this job. Never. You know what I'm saying? So I know me constantly watching these videos, constantly giving into lust, constantly just smoking weed freely and not trying to kick that habit and not trying to be on my purpose. Those things take effect, man, and they start to weigh you down. So don't be surprised when things start to happen in your life and you're like, why is all this happening, man? Just reflect off of what you're doing right now. Are you living righteously? Are you living how God wants you to? Because it's one thing if you watching these videos and stuff like that, but you don't know the sign, you don't know what's behind it. You don't know the knowledge and wisdom behind withholding in your seed and stuff like that. You still just thinking, hey, this and that. But when you know that you shouldn't be doing it, when you feel convicted when you do it, and you know you shouldn't be doing it, and you still willingly do it, it's a whole different ball game. It's a whole different ball game because now you're more aware of why this shit is happening to you, because you're constantly busting nuts. You're constantly watching these internet girls and beating off to them. You're constantly buying and smoking weed when God is telling you to put it down, put it down, put it down. You want to be in a different situation. You want to be in a different part of your life. You want to be better, and do as I command. So if he's telling you stop, put the weed down, put the weed down. But why is that so hard? Why? Maybe because I've been smoking weed since I graduated high school in 2008. You know what I'm saying? Is it because I feel lonely and like I feel like I don't have nobody, so I use weed as like my gateway drug, like literally, like it's my gateway, like it takes me away from everything. So all the problems and all the thoughts that I go through, smoking weed helps that. Yes, maybe that is weird. Maybe that is why. But it sounds like an excuse to me because if I believe in God like I say I do, and I follow Christ and I follow his teachings and commands, then I know that I should be listening to what he's telling me. And he's telling me that weed smoking is not part of my journey. You know what I'm saying? Weed smoking is not a part of my journey. At a point where I was like, well, should I give it up for good or this and that? And you know what I'm coming to the conclusion for that part is like, why you know what I'm saying, just take it a day at a time. Like, just stop. Like, you can't even, it's a problem when you can't even go 3 days without smoking a blunt, without having THC in your system. If you can't go 3 days without it, then it's a problem. So instead of worrying about going cold turkey and just quitting forever, start small. Start small. You ain't gotta go fast paced all the time. That's our problem, and that's what we love to do. We want everything to be so fast paced because we want this lifestyle for us, and I get it. It's there, but sometimes, man, when you fight in the battle like this, man, you gotta take it a step at a time. Step at a time, you know. Step at a time, man. You know, I was just sitting here thinking, like, I hope this microphone and stuff is working. You know what I'm saying? Because last time it wasn't. And just the way my luck is going right now, and I ain't tested or anything, the way my attacks have been going lately, I wouldn't be surprised. But I'm gonna ride off of faith on this one and pray that it is, you know. But yeah, man, it's time, man. It's time. And I sat here, and I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I smoked before turning on this video. I probably smoked like 20 minutes ago, and I usually save some. But I wanted to get rid of it because it's like I just want to be done with it, man. I just want to be done. I really want to change, man. I was watching one of my brother's videos, Purpose Driven Men, my boy Malik, man. Go check out those videos, man. His channel is for Purpose Driven Men. It's a great channel. But I was watching his channel as I was smoking, and know what it was, man, but it hit me, and I was like, man, you know, he's talking about starving the flesh, man, and sacrificing these things for a better life. And I already knew this, man. I'm telling you, God been telling me for a while, put the weed down. You know what I'm saying? I've been praying about getting my family out of this situation, out of this living situation, a bigger home for us, a bigger space, and everything. And I can't, you know, and I just feel like God is telling me, like, put the weed down, and I can do that for you. But you gotta, you know, what are you going to give to me? What are you going to sacrifice for me to give these things to you? Because I'm gonna give you, you know what I'm saying? I'm praying for a house, but he might give me a house and way more than that, or a way bigger house than I can imagine. You know what I'm saying? I don't know these things, and but I gotta put that weed down, man. I gotta put that weed down. I just know it. I just know it, man. You know, but one thing I can tell you, man, God will never leave you nor forsake you, because as much as he's been telling me to do this, he knows I'm fighting. I guess he sees that. And that's why I want to pick myself back up, and I want to continue to fight and not give in. But he sees that I've been working, and he sees that I've been, you know, at least fighting. Even though it hasn't been a win every time, he sees that I'm still fighting. So he still gives you these little things to let you know that he's still there, because y'all know I didn't have a car for about 4 or 5 months. Since the beginning of this year, I ain't having a whip. And 2 weeks ago, God gave me the opportunity to grab me a vehicle. So now I have a vehicle, but not only a vehicle, I have a truck. So it's a truck now, which means bigger space for my two growing boys. You know what I'm saying? Now I got bigger space for that. And I've been praying for that too. So that's why I said God will never give up on you, because I've been praying for the house, and I've been praying for me and my family just to, be courting it again and stuff like that. And I've been praying for a car also. So God was like, hey, your time is coming with this. You can sacrifice that thing for you, but let me give you this to let you know that I'm still here. You know what I'm saying? Because ever since I got this truck, man, I try not to fall in love. You know what I'm saying? You never want to put anything. That's why I give all glory to God, because I wouldn't even have this if it wasn't for Him. But just the simple fact that I had one, man, and I went out for so many months without one, just a blessing. But I'm about to wrap this up soon, because I know I'm just rambling. But if you made it this far, man, I appreciate y'all. I definitely do. I know our attention spans ain't like that no more as it once was. But I appreciate y'all for sticking through, man. But look, if you're fighting something, man, and you're battling something right now, and you just feel like you can't shake it, you feel like it's just not going away, take it a day at a time, give it time, but just don't give up on yourself. Do not give up, because it is going to happen one day. As long as you keep fighting your flesh, it's going to happen one day. It may not look like it's going to be tomorrow. It may not look like it's going to be the next week or the following week, but I'm telling y'all, just keep working, man. It's going to come a lot sooner than what you think. But you got to keep working at it. And it's a battle. It's a fight. I get it. I'm fighting through it now. But I made a promise to myself that I am going to put this weed down, man, and let God and allow God to bless me the way He wants to, because He wants to give you these blessings. He wants to give it to us, but He also wants us to sacrifice as well. Deny your flesh and pick up your cross, right? Come on, y'all. Come on, humble family. Let's do it. Let's get to it, man. What are we waiting for? You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta communicate. We gotta stick with each other, man. There's plenty of content creators out here. Like I said, my man for Purpose Driven Men, my boy Malik, Mark the Messenger, Nana the Soul. You got Dante Young. You got these content creators out here that made brotherhoods, and I'm just trying to start one myself. But I know in order for that, I gotta get my life together. And I know in order for me to get my life together, I got to make these sacrifices. And I know one of my sacrifices is what? Putting down the weed, putting down the videos. I know better with the videos. That's just a tax that just been getting the best out of me. But that weed smoking is allowing it, because it's lowering down what God has built around me. You know what I'm saying? Open the doors, man. Smoking, man, you letting that shit into your system, man. I try to tell myself these things just to scare myself out of smoking, man, because I'm serious. I'm trying to change my life. I want to build a brotherhood, man. I want to build for the community. I want to be a leader to these young men out here, man. Show them that it can be different. We ain't gotta grow up the way we, was raised and everything like that. We ain't gotta act like that, man. We ain't gotta act like niggas and shit all the time. We can act like men out here and just change the community, be better for our wives and this and that, man, a lot. But yeah, man, it all starts with change in yourself first. And I know I gotta change, man, because right now my conditions is not telling me I can be a leader. It's not telling me I can do the things that I want to do. So I know within that I gotta change within myself. I gotta make these sacrifices. So yeah. Let's put in the time. Let's put in the grind, humble family. I love you guys. I'll see you guys next video.